guys have anything else you want to start today, let me know. So hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Marnie Hernandez. Today we were going to start the MSC cruise training. But unfortunately, it looks like we need to have everybody contact to have them add the access for our trainings. Okay. So what I need everybody to do, and then I'll send out a kind of refresher reminder so we can all start on next Saturday, the training. The training here, you're going to go to MSC book. Okay. You're going to go to training tab, MSC masters right here. And again, you know, I'll go through this or send it on a separate note. So Carol said she got instant access. So let's see what we get, guys. So I'm going to go in and register here. Welcome. You can find your email, temporary password, click on get started. All right. So let's try this. Copy. So we may be able to, we'll see, right?
I'm just, all they told me what you did, and then I had a picture security question, and then they let me.
Okay. So let me know what everybody, if it's happening for everybody, maybe we can do it. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, special characters, one from, I thought he did it, at least 6.
Up there. That one you came in with, that they temporary.
I did that, and then they're saying create your new password.
But see up here.
But I have to put it up here?
Yeah, you have
Okay,
to
there we
pay,
go.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, yeah, 118. Okay. Well, why? Special characters, at least one. Okay. I guess I'm using the wrong thing. 18. There we go. I was using a wrong character. All right. I agree.
Yeah, it says access denied. You don't have access to the courses.
All right, so you got in, you just don't have access to the courses, which like Michelle said, what happened was she had to, she called them and then emailed them. So as long as I guess we go in and get to this portion. All right, so main training, courses. Yeah, okay. All right, so as you guys see, we don't have permission until you get approval from them. I think for today, instead of waiting and trying to have everybody get approval, we'll start another course if you guys are okay for today. And then everybody can get in and have it set up, and we'll start it on Monday. I mean, on next Friday. Okay. Here is the phone number. 866-672-0862. All right. So that's the phone number. And then what happened was they told her to email sales.service@msccruisesusa.com.
Yeah,
and Michelle,
Bonnie, and that's just how they got me to this point. And then after about 12 hours in the night, it just came up. This will just go away and then we'll be in.
Oh, so we don't have to do anything. This
No.
is where we need to go. Okay, sorry guys, I
Yeah.
misunderstood.
Yeah. No.
All right, so once you register, then it takes a few hours to get approval.
Right.
Got it. Okay. Did anybody do that? And did you, we'll practice and see, maybe it'll pop up today. Who knows? Or tonight.
I
Okay,
started it a while back, but there was a few videos that it wasn't loading that were mandatory to like watch.
right.
And so I couldn't go past that point because there was no video when it came up, and it still thought I was supposed to do something, and so it didn't let me get past that point.
Okay, and just so you guys know, I want to let you know, because I went on that MSC luncheon. She said, this is Jill Langley, our BDM. I know the Masters has had glitches. Most can get on now. Let me know otherwise. Happy to do a full-fledged training with you guys if you need it. So that's why I'd reached out to her. And so she did say there's glitches. She says master training is glitchy. IT is working on it. So that may be the cause. So again, just like any training, as you know, if you've done Canard, they always kept not reporting stuff like that. So get to this part. If everybody, got there, if for any reason you are new and you haven't registered with MSC, that's where you have to get the supplier request form. Okay. So make sure you do that today. So you can join us next Friday and we'll start the training on Friday. Okay. So is everybody good here? To this point, you went to training and you clicked, register. Just make sure you get to that. And then we'll go ahead and start the, it says to be filled out by the agency. Okay, what says that? And I know, where is that saying that? Carol? Because again, if you're trying to register with MSC, you can't. You have to get your approval through Archer Travel first. Okay. When I click Masters, it takes me a page promotions where you can search for reservations. Okay, because it's under, okay, so let's go back to the beginning, guys. So we're going to go to MSC book. Okay, MSC book. And remember, this is the one where we got the free cruise, guys. So again, hopefully you guys have been in here. So right here, MSC book. Okay. Again, if you haven't registered with MSC at all, you can't just register. You have to get approval from the Archer Travel by filling out the supplier request form. Once you get into here, that's where you go to training, MSC Masters. Okay. Get started. And then that's when it will pop you over and you put in your password and then you'll get to here. Okay. All right. Perfect, Carol. So again, what you're going to have to do probably Tuesday or Wednesday, you'll get your approval and then get in here and do this. As I showed you, just go to the training and then register, and then it's hopefully will be done within the 24 hours. Once we are in the training, good to go. Can we continue to work on it? Then we have questions, or do we need to watch your webinars for credit? No, you can do all these things on your own, guys. We just try to do it together. And some of these programs, the tests are kind of difficult. So when we do it as a group, it really helps out because we're all here to help each other versus, you're doing it alone. It's like, oh, I can't get this, like Disney's tough. Princess, very tough. So when we do it as a group, it really helps. Okay. So yes, you can do these on your own. I am recording them once we record, like we just did Monaco. Monaco was pretty cool. It was a long one, but we got it done. We did Ireland. So again, today, we're going to go ahead and skip over and do another one. It says, this is where it takes me when I click MSC Masters. Okay, I can't see it. Let's see what it shows. Okay, so what you do is go up to the top where it says training. And you click training, and then over to the left, you do the MSC. Okay.
Say Marnie. Say
Uh-huh.
Marnie, this is Harold.
Hi.
I'm to the point where it says congratulations, and I put my email and that new password in. But it's still, now it's telling me I have 2 of 5 more chances to put it in. But I put in the same password they gave me.
All right, yeah, I don't know, if anybody's had that issue. So again, brand new people or, starting from scratch, we go in here to MSC book. Click the login. So you see I'm logged in. This is where you guys book your cruises. And look, we have $39 cruises here, okay? Yeah, make sure your pop-up blocker is disabled also, guys. But you're gonna go here to training once you sign in. Yeah, let's do that, Teresa. Can you put that link in there and we'll do that? Great idea, because we were supposed to get that done this month, right? Thank you, thank you. All right, so right here, training. You're gonna go over here to MSC Masters. And that's where you're gonna get that new sign on. Okay. So I already did it. So again, was that you, Harold? Try to maybe do forgot password or something, because you don't want to get locked out.
Yes, I just did it again and I'm in.
Okay, perfect. All right, so then, like I said, everybody, you sign in. And again, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for helping. Does not recognize my password. Yeah, Donna, like Harold just had that same issue. So just do forgot password and then it'll help you. Once you get here, you go to my training, MSC courses. It'll have you register. Right here, it says you do not have permission. And as Michelle said, within probably 24 hours, you'll have approval. So we will start this training next Friday, but you guys have to get through this process first. Okay. Today, so that you guys aren't just stuck not doing anything, this one is one that Teresa found for us. And aren't they given like a special or drawing or something?
Yeah, all of the Aussie specialist programs are really great. And their nature and wildlife just got developed. And right now they're having a special that if you do the live, which was earlier this week, and you can watch the webinar, the recording, go through the online training course, which is pretty quick, compared to a lot of the things that we've done. And then the quiz is one question and you submit it and you can be entered for a number of prizes that they're doing at the end of the month.
Perfect.
Yeah, the nature and wildlife one, from what I understand, is the photo books and the gold reef jewelry set.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I have the link in there, guys. So either sign in or register, depending on what you've done so far. Okay. It looks like I'm in here under Rick already. So let me go ahead. I must have done some kind of a training on it already. Got it.
My one question is, do you have to do Australia Foundation before you can access all the others?
I don't remember.
Yeah, so I'm pulling up the courses. So again, guys, if you're just registering, always remember that Archer Travel is the agency and you are the agent. Okay. All right, so it looks like we did New South Wales here. So I'm just looking. So nature and wildlife, that just shows the quiz. So it looks like, look, they have a lot of trainings here. So this may be one we can just start doing like every maybe I'll set this up for next month for like Thursdays. So we can get through all these.
Oh, there it is.
I've only got 5 classes left to have all of the Aussie certifications.
Very good. All right. So which one is there? The wildlife one you said was a good one that we needed to do, or what's?
The wildlife, the nature and wildlife is the newest one, and it's really great. Yeah.
Okay, so is it this one right here, quiz and the
Um,
nature, or it doesn't say the training course?
They have a training course. I'm not seeing it.
Here, nature and wildlife.
There you go. Yep,
Okay,
that's it.
and then we do the quiz. Okay. All right, guys. So, everybody good on what we're doing with MSC, and now go in here and register. Can you repeat the registration? Yes. Okay. So brand new agents, anytime you go in to like a vendor or a program or something, and you have to register. Just remember when registering, look at Marnie Tringali, it's actually Rick. But whenever you register, it'll ask you like agency information. That will always be Archer Travel, okay? And one thing you guys need to know as new agents, whenever, save this information, print it out, put it on your computer. It's right here, quick start documents, right here, download new agent packet, but right here, the credentials, okay? This is extremely important information. As I said, you're going to need it a lot. So like right now, when you're registering and it talks about agency, that's the information. Our IATA number, their phone number. If you're working like with MSC, if you're working with a cruise line, this is the number, not the office number, okay? And then our consortia, if it asks for that, I think it's consortia or consortium, I think sometimes it is. That is Travel Leaders Network, okay? So again, if it says agent, that's your information, your phone number, your email. If it asks for agency, that's Archer, okay? So just go in and register. Once you get registered, then, we'll get to the training, and then you guys will be all set and we can, get started. So just want to make sure everybody's good to go. Nobody has any questions.
It's for the,
That's
for
good.
travel leaders, could it be travel leaders? Has to be network because it says group.
No, go ahead and just put group. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So then once you get in, it's going to have the Australia. You have all this different stuff. There's 31 courses for Australia. So that's kind of cool. So let me know once everybody's in. And then, as we said, we're going to go ahead and start with the nature and wildlife. Okay. As you see, there's Australian wildlife major events. So what I'll do is I'll put this for the schedule for December, for probably Thursdays for Australia. Fridays are usually cruises, and then Saturdays we'll do, like tomorrow we're doing Scotland. The 18th we're doing Wales, and the 25th we're doing Europe. So Thursday's Australia. Okay. Just so you guys know, again, if you're brand new, we do these as a group, again, to kind of, first off, to learn to help sell to your clients, right? Have a lot of fun, meet different people, meet each other, because you're all from different teams and levels and everything else. But besides learning to be able to sell to your client, as I said, sometimes they give away prizes, trips, lunch and learns, get-togethers, cruise, seminars at sea, stuff like that. So, what I tell people, if you don't have time to finish these, make sure you complete these. I have this list of all the trainings that we've done and a lot of the programs that we have available. Okay. So, you will have somebody going to Barbados and you don't know anything about it, right here. Here's the YouTube training and the site to learn about it. All right. Just so you know, sometimes some of the courses are no longer available, but you can still watch the YouTube and get that information. But it's fun when we do these, guys, because again, you're going to get a certificate. You're going to be able to then share that on your social media to let people know, look, I'm a specialist, you know, I just learned all about Monaco. Oh my God, this is an amazing place to go. They have the huge casino there, all kinds of stuff for families, you know, stuff like that. Paris, we just finished Paris, Canard, all these are in here for you to help you, okay? And then start thinking of ideas for next month, trainings that you want to see or do, okay? So everybody good with MSC? I'll send out a reminder to make sure everybody gets in and registers for that, so we're ready to go next week. Again, I apologize, but let's go ahead and learn about Australia. Just so you know, what I do is I would usually read, there's videos, and if it gets a little much, I may say, hey, anybody want to volunteer? You know, a lot of times there's videos and stuff that we listen to, which is kind of nice. All right. So yeah, the link for that is right here. I put it up above. Hold on. Australia. Let's see if it'll let me copy. Okay, what do we do here? Open link.
I'm waiting for my link. It hasn't come in yet.
Okay, well, here it is in the chat box. Just click on there.
Okay.
And then once you get in there, just register. And then go to
It
course.
says that they're supposed to send an email, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah. me
Just
neither.
try anyway. Sometimes you can still get in. So
And
or try to just
don't forget to check the junk folder.
And there too.
Yeah, like
Okay.
normally you would have got the email by now.
yeah. So
Well, like,
again,
does
try
that
to
mean I
get in
should go
anyway.
back and
Somebody's saying they only got 3 courses. Make sure that you like click here for all courses or something. Maybe you have something marked where it's only showing 3 courses. I don't know. A to Z
I just found mine in my junk.
junk. Yeah. Okay. All right. So again, family travel. So as you see, we've got a lot here. If you guys already done some. But I'll go ahead and it looks like we just did Newton, or we've done New South Wales. So right now we're going to do nature and wildlife. Okay. So when you get to the courses, click that one. You're going to click launch. I see we've got a lot of people left. So sorry. Again, you never know. Some of these courses, you know, like one we signed up for and it ended up, they no longer have it available, you know, a month later. So we just play it by ear. We try to get, you know, the courses that are going to be available. But if not, as you see, we work it out and find something else. So again, thank you, Teresa, for reminding me of this one. So as you see here, this is an overview. Okay. So again, if you guys are still signing in, don't worry. As you see, some people, you know, got the email in their junk mail. And again, it was right away. The CLIA is opening up. Now I think it's November 13th. Okay. I thought it was the 10th. It should be opening up probably, so it probably didn't open it. It's probably going to be opening up on Monday. Okay. Donna, what problem are you having? Okay. I just can't sign it in. All right. So again, maybe go completely out, clear your cookies. For the email, check your spam folder. One of the girls said she just found it in her spam folder. Also, possibly you can still sign in even without the email. I don't know. Did anybody sign in without the email? In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, guys, don't jump out. Just keep trying. In the chat box, put to everyone, because we're all here to help each other. Okay, so if somebody needs help, just ask. Okay, the email, from my understanding, comes right away. So just make sure if anybody could maybe share in the email in the chat box where the email's from, who it comes from. Maybe they can do a search with that. Okay. Again, MSC, we're going to do that later. You shouldn't need the MSC agency ID. You should be able to just get in with MSC through your sign in with Archer Travel. Okay, you're going to go into mscbook.com and sign in. If you're not registered with MSC yet, you have to do the supplier request form. Okay, if you haven't done that, again, very easy. You just go into your back office, under Travel Cafe suppliers, and do the supplier request form. I suggest you do it today. Again, if you guys are new right here, make sure you do all 4 of these, or 5 if you've been here. I think Sandals is now only what, 3 months that you have to be an agent versus 6 months. Anyway, when it pulls up, yeah, supplier request form right here. So you're going to go down here, you're going to click MSC, submit it. You're going to go back up. You're going to make sure you register with each of these. If you haven't, you have to do a form for each one. That's how you register with MSC. And then once you get the sign on, that's when you can come in here, sign in, and then go to training. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's start our course on Australia. So again, if you're still signing in, if you're waiting for your email, and don't worry, guys, just listen. When we get to the test, we make sure everybody passes, okay? So we're not going to leave any of you behind. So welcome to the Nature and Wildlife Training course, part 1. Many interesting facts about nature and wildlife in Australia. Australia has more endemic bird species than any other country on Earth. We have the most biodiverse waters on the planet. More than half of the world's whale and dolphin species are found in our oceans. 84% of our mammal species originate in Australia. Of our 869 reptile species, 93% are unique to our continent. And then of 24,000 species of native plants in Australia, 85% of them are endemic. This rich and unique biodiversity is a result of the continent's 50 million years of stability and geographic isolation. For the traveler, Australia's nature and wildlife encounters offer a blend of personal enrichment and magical interaction. Whether it is swimming with marine mammals, watching a mob of kangaroos, hiking Gondwana forest trails, or meeting a furry friend in a sanctuary, wildlife nature experiences are an essential element in every well-planned Australian journey. Objectives: at the end of this course, you will be able to... All right, real quick, can somebody share in the chat box where the email comes from for the Aussie specialist? So they can do a search on that, please. Thank you. All right, so objective 1, you're going to learn how to identify a variety of nature and wildlife focus experiences across Australia. Objective 2, the consortia is Travel Leaders Group. All right, objective 2, compare nature and wildlife experiences in different parts of Australia. Objective 3, create Australian itineraries that include nature and wildlife experiences to suit different travelers. So again, you got travelers that love nature and wildlife. Definitely this course is going to help you to sell to them. All right, so let's get started. So meet Ruby. All right, hold on. Let me try to get you the email if I have it in here. I don't know if I have it because I think it came from Rick. Does anybody know where the Aussie specialist email came from for your approval? I've got Tourism Australia.
It say Aussie specialist at no reply.
Thank you.
.tourism.australia.com.
Thank you. All right. So just do a search, guys, like on Aussie, AUSSIE, and in your spam folder too. And again, maybe try to re-register or try to sign in anyway.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I did the registration and I got the email, but where are we right now?
So what we did was we went to the training courses to the nature and wildlife.
Training.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this link in here. This is where we're at right now. I don't know if you can click on that and if it'll take you right to it. Okay, hold on. I do have a training course until noon Pacific time. Okay, did you find it? Okay. All right. So meet Ruby. Good day, I'm Ruby and welcome to Nature and Wildlife Training Course. Together, let's discover diverse land of ancient landscapes, wild wilderness, and natural beauty. From unique World Heritage sites, desert outback, mountain ranges, and rainforests, this unique land will absolutely take your breath away. Did you know that Australia is home to one-of-a-kind animals found nowhere else on the planet, from iconic kangaroos, hey, that's me, and koalas, to echidnas, I've never even heard of them, and emus. Spotting a native animal in the wild is just one of many unforgettable experiences here in Australia. I got a koala bear. Cool. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Just by doing these trainings, you can get a lot of cool stuff. All right. In part 1 of this training, learn all about Tasmania, or Tassie, as the locals call it, an island of pristine wilderness. You've got rugged mountains and Cradle Mountain, Lake St. Clair National Park, and secluded beaches and crystal clear waters along the coastline. And let's not forget the Tasmanian devil. Those feisty little critters can be quite the characters. If you're looking for a mix of vibrant city life and the tranquility of the great outdoors, New South Wales is where the adventure begins. Surf the waves of Bondi, relax in the pristine paradise of Byron Bay, or spot a furry friend in the Blue Mountains. Let's get started. Come and say good day. So curious, you guys got your koala bear. What classes did you do to get those? Do you remember? Oh, just some of the trainings. So yeah, we got to finish it up so we get all these cool little things, right, guys? All right, so why focus on nature and wildlife? So for most of us, travel provides experiences that contrast with everyday life. And as most of the world's population lives in urban environments, a journey in nature and to enjoy wildlife provides a tonic for the mind, body, and soul. Additionally, in this post-pandemic world, travelers are looking for clean air, open spaces, fewer crowds, and they are keen to both relax in nature and tackle active options such as hiking, cycling, kayaking, and canoeing. Research conducted for Tourism Australia indicates that each year, over 107 million travelers express interest in nature and wilderness travel globally. Up to 48% of travelers to Australia have an interest in seeing our natural wonders and environment. Up to 41% of travelers to Australia wish to experience Australia's wildlife in its natural habitat. And then up to 41% of travelers to Australia wish to visit our zoos, wildlife parks, and aquariums. So for the travel planner too, there are clear feel-good rewards in selling nature-focused travel, as well as the opportunity to build a close relationship with repeat travelers. From November of 2022, Future of Global Tourism Demand Report. So that's where these numbers came from. All right, so who is the traveler? Who are we going to focus on? Travelers seeking nature and wildlife experiences are varied. They have different group sizes, ages, commitment levels, different degrees of fitness and mobility, and all with varying budgets. In this module, we will highlight experiences to suit 3 traveler types. Those seeking easy wildlife encounters as a highlight within their overall journey. You have nature lovers, those keen to dedicate time and effort to experience special aspects of our flora and fauna. You have specialists, those dedicated to achieving a goal or a focus on a particular aspect of wildlife, such as bird watching. In the following pages, we mention just a sample of extraordinary nature and wildlife experiences. There are many, many more. Your preferred wholesaler, inbound tour operator, or destination management company can provide further inspiration and information. All right, so Tasmania. Ooh, again, look how beautiful. Tasmania's 19 national parks encompass 42% of the state and include rugged mountains, high country plateaus, picturesque lakes, towering coastal cliffs, ancient forests, white sand beaches, stunning waterfalls. With so many parks, you don't have to travel far to be surrounded by nature. Mount Field National Park is an hour's drive from Hobart, while the enchanted caves of Mole Creek Karst National Park are an hour from Launceston. Okay. Cradle Mountain and Lake St. Clair National Park is well known for its beauty, while the Franklin Gordon Wild Rivers National Park is best seen from the water. The Southwest National Park is extremely remote, while others such as South Rooney National Park are easy to access and offer exceptional wildlife viewing. All right, look at that little guy. Isn't he cute? Wombat. Most of Tasmania offers exceptional wildlife viewing, and with so many diverse habitats, Tasmania is an island arc of plants and animals. Some of the most notable are the marsupial predators, the Tasmanian devils, and quolls. But there is an array of species to see in the wild or encounter in sanctuaries, including wombats, pontaroos, pandamelons, and wallabies. All right, look at these little guys. Funny looking. Tasmania is home to 2 monotremes egg-laying mammals, the platypus and the echidna. The oceans around are rich in marine life, including whales, seals, little penguins, and delicate seahorses. Excuse me. Tasmania is a top birdwatching destination, target species for birders, including the orange-bellied parrot, the 40-spotted pardalot, and the green rosella. Last but not least, Tasmania's clear air makes for some spectacular night skies, including the Aurora Australis, Southern Lights. Okay, so you've heard of the Northern Lights, right? They have the Southern Lights. All right, so tips for Tasmania. They've got orange-bellied parrots seen from October to March along the coast. Best chance to see the Aurora Australis Southern Lights is between June and October on the South Arm Peninsula and Cockle Creek. Giant trees are an impressive sight in the Sticks Tall Tree Conservation Area. All right, experiences in Tasmania. So you have the Bonorong Wildlife Sanctuary. Encounters and Nature Lovers. Bonnarong offers wildlife encounters that help fund wildlife rescue and a hospital. It's a great place to see species that are difficult to spot in the wild, such as crows, tawny frogmouths, and sugar gliders. All right, let's watch a quick video.
At Bonnarong, it is really up close and personal. We just love seeing that connection between wildlife and people. The sanctuary has been here since 1981, so it's older than I am, but over time has really evolved to be very different to a wildlife park. We're a sanctuary for animals that need assistance and a place to live, and we run the main rescue service and only wildlife hospital in the state. Our number one aim is to get animals back out there, not in here. One big difference that our guests are always noting is our really specific focus on Tasmanian wildlife. We're so lucky to have this incredible array of species that are nowhere else in the world. And we have a really unique opportunity to share them with everyone who comes through our gates and hopefully inspire them to maybe just change a couple of
Is anybody else's pausing?
things in their everyday life to help animals either here in Tasmania or animals in their own backyard when they get home.
Right. Next, Maria Island Walk, Nature Lovers. On a guided multi-day walk, explore Maria's varied habitat and encounter relaxed wildlife in the wild, including wombats, Tasmanian devils, kangaroos, and up to 125 bird species. You have Pennicott Wilderness Journeys, Encounters and Nature Lovers. Feel the wind through your hair and the salt air on your skin as you cruise alongside some of Australia's highest sea cliffs. Between towering crags and drift up close to the abundant coastal wildlife. Let me put this in here, see if that'll help. Such as seals, dolphins, migrating whales, and seabirds. Okay, let's hope this one runs a little better.
I feel so lucky to be able to go out into the environment we do, to share it with the locals, share it with people from all overseas. It's a very special place to work. I'm Robert Pennicott. I operate Pennicott Wilderness Journeys. We're privileged to operate 8 tours around Tasmania and 1 in Victoria. The tour we've done today is Tasman Island Cruises. Tasman Island Cruises operates out of the village of Port Arthur, and it's a 3-hour tour showing the beautiful coastal scenery. We take you underneath some of the highest sea cliffs in the southern hemisphere, up against blowholes. The caves are beautiful, and there's just so much to see. We've got 120 staff, and they're very passionate about what they do and the journey that we're on. The people we take come from all shapes, sizes and ages. We like to include everybody. We have something world class here, so definitely come down and have a look.
All right, continue. Has anybody been to Tasmania? I definitely want to go. All right, so in Tasmania, travelers might see platypuses and echidnas, explore caves, marvel at the Aurora Australis, or all of the above. I think it's all of the above. So again, if you're just still trying to get in, guys, don't worry. But here you go. Let's go ahead and hit all the above. That is correct. Okay, so that's how our little tests go. Okay, pretty easy, right? Like I said, some can be difficult, so it's kind of fun again to do together. So while Sydney Warren is home to almost 6 million people, nature and wildlife can be found at its heart. Views of the city are interrupted by the koala habitat at Taronga Zoo. The Ku-ring-gai National Park is crisscrossed by walking tracks, and in the south, there are the secret rock pools of the Royal National Park to explore. Leaving Sydney Warren to follow the compass in any direction, the state's landscapes are varied and the wildlife abundant. To the east and rimmed by the Pacific Ocean, both Lord Howe and Norfolk Islands are premier birdwatching destinations. Snorkel in clear water over coral reefs, spot rare bird species, learn about endemic plants and insects. Lord Howe Island is the World Heritage listed and celebrated for its rare collection of plants, birds, and marine life, and its exceptional natural beauty. West of Sydney Warren are the Blue Mountains, inscribed on the World Heritage List for their great biodiversity, while way out west, Mungo National Park holds important Aboriginal significance and is home to wildlife adapted to semi-arid surrounds. New South Wales continued. Oh, look at these guys sunning out. The North Coast is a string of perfect beaches full of marine life, while the hinterland provides opportunities to hike in or paddle quiet creeks. So you've got the sea turtles, the kangaroos, the yamba. South of Sydney Warren, experience forest bathing, while bush walking, and admire the escarpments fractured by waterfalls, hidden grottos that are home to superb lyrebirds, wallabies, wombats, and kangaroos are plentiful. Koalas may be spotted in the eucalypts, and the lucky will spy a shy platypus. Jervis Bay is a marine wonderland. See and swim with whales, dolphins, seals, penguins, and more. So now tips for New South Wales. How cool is that? Whale watching. New South Wales boasts numerous national parks and reserves. Some include the Blue Mountains Royal National Park, Kosciuszko National Park, and Wallami National Park. Whales migrate along the coast from May to November. Jervis Bay is a great place to swim with a variety of marine animals year-round. Wildflowers bloom in the Australian Alps from December to February. Little penguins can be seen on Montague Island from September to January. Port Stephens is known as the dolphin capital of Australia due to its resident population of bottlenose dolphins. And then encounter the critically endangered gray nurse shark from May to November off the coast of Southwest Rocks. Experiences, well, you'll have the wildlife retreat at Taronga Zoo. Encounters, a leader in conservation research and visitor education. Taronga's immersive experiences include an overnight stay, wake to Australian animals, foraging right outside the window. Coast XP, encounters and nature lovers, unique adventures, boat cruises, bushwalking experiences centered around coastal sightseeing, whale watching, June to November, guided nature walks along the breathtaking Hunter coastline. All right, so this is the coast in Newcastle, New South Wales.
So my name's Dom, and today we're on board Atmos, which is our custom-built boat. We run tours all the way down the Newcastle and Lake Macquarie coastline in summer, looking at things like sea caves and cliffs, as well as islands and around Lake Macquarie itself. And in winter, we like to focus on
Come on.
the humpback whale migration. We like to take guests along the Newcastle coastline and then we head east. So we search for whales, and once we come across some humpback whales, we'll stop and let them cruise alongside of us. Sometimes they can be quite active, which is quite fun. I often get to take people out on the water for the very first time. Sometimes people have never seen humpback whales up close or even been out on the ocean. It's quite exciting for me to be able to share that with people. Come and visit, come and see them up close, because I could do it absolutely every single day and never get sick of it. I think it's absolutely fascinating.
Very good. Okay. So tread lightly eco tours, encounters, nature lovers, and specialists. Breakfast with kangaroos in the Blue Mountains is a reward-winning and easy encounter, but the team are specialists in strenuous hikes, nocturnal tours, and wildlife interpretation. Navigate expeditions. Nature lovers and specialists experience the nature beauty of the South Coast through small groups, sustainable eco adventures such as kayaking, mountain biking, walking tours designed for the environmental conscious traveler. All right, let's try again. Pause it just for a minute to see. So do you guys like this course? Anybody want to go and play with the kangaroos and wallabies?
Navigate Expeditions is located on the far south coast of New South Wales. I started the experience in 2021 because I felt such a deep connection to this natural area, and I just wanted to share
Sorry, guys.
Share that with other people. Our multi-day tours are all inclusive, so we'll pick you up from the airport, we'll deliver you to the accommodation and provide all your food and drinks during your stay. Every day you'll go out into nature, kayaking along the beautiful rivers in this area, or hiking. We'll take you on paths that you won't find on your own, and they're fully customizable, so you can tell us what you want to do and what your interests are. I really encourage people to come to the far south coast of New South Wales. It's really a pristine, untouched destination. Travel with us and we'll take you to places where only the locals know.
Right. The Tanya Lagoon Camp for nature lovers and specialists. Quality nature immersion and sustainable living come together on the South Coast, where the natural habitat is home to kangaroos, 115 species of birds, as well as echidnas, antecnas, and more. Again, I apologize for mispronunciation. Vision walks, Byron Bay, nature lovers and specialists, local guides with a background in environmental science and or indigenous culture host wildlife focused tours. Their night vision walk with goggles enable sightings of rare nocturnal creatures. Okay. And I'm going to pause it to let it kind of go forward a little.
G'day, my name's Wendy. I'm from Vision Walks Eco Tours in Byron Bay, which is in the Northern Rivers of New South Wales. I love taking people out and immersing them in nature and local life. One of my other tours I run is the Platypus Walk, where we get people up at the crack of dawn and we go looking for these elusive little monotremes. My flagship tour is my night vision walk, where we use military-grade night vision goggles and we go exploring the rainforest at night, looking for all the nocturnal animals. I take people to see koalas in the wild, and koalas are endangered now, which is really disturbing. So it's really important that I take people to see koalas in the wild and people learn about their habitat, their biology, and also their threats, and what we can all do to actually help protect them. So come down to beautiful Byron Bay and check us out.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. All right, activities to do. Drag each caption to the corresponding location. Photograph wildlife with a city backdrop. Snorkel over coral reefs. See wildlife adapted to arid conditions. So I'd probably say the lake would be that one. Photograph wildlife with city backdrop. I would probably say the island here and the zoo here. What do you guys think? Try. Does that look right, guys? Incorrect. All right. What do you guys think? Which one's correct? So snorkeling, I thought the lake, but maybe it could be the island. Let's see. Did anybody get it right? Or this one. Come on, guys.
Wouldn't it, the photograph of wildlife, wouldn't that be, the zoo?
And then do you think this one would be at the lake, arid conditions? Correct. Yay. All right. You guys got that? If not, take a picture. All right. Congratulations. You've now completed part 1 of Nature and Wildlife Training course. Click back button to the course selection. Start part 2 and continue your training at any time that suits you. All right, so we'll close this out. So we have part 2. Pretty good. Ready to continue?
I didn't get the answers, sorry.
All right. Does anybody have it handy? The zoo is the backdrop for the city. The arid conditions is the lake, I think. Is that correct, guys? And then what was the third one?
Snorkel over coral reefs.
Okay. That's the island. Yeah. I think that's it. Tell me if it's right. Okay, thank you, Donna. Okay, so you guys got it? All right. Part 2. We're going to become a master. Welcome to the Nature Wildlife Training part 2. Queensland is a real life paradise. Nature lovers like me snorkel the underwater wonderland of the Great Barrier Reef. Definitely want to go there. Explore the depths of the succulent Daintree rainforest before making your way to Victoria. In Victoria, spot cuddly koalas high in the eucalyptus trees or kangaroos hopping around. Speaking of wildlife wonders, watch thousands of tiny penguins waddle ashore after a day at sea. Take a wild adventure through the Northern Territory, a place that'll make your heart race and your jaw drop. From the towering rocks of the Red Centre and the wild outback to ancient Aboriginal culture and the occasional saltwater crocodile. Eek! What are you waiting for? Come and say good day. So this is Queensland, okay? 3,000 separate reefs that make up the Great Barrier Reef offer some of the world's best snorkeling and scuba diving experiences. The reef is dotted with 900 islands offering similar yet different experiences. Lizard Island, giant clam gardens provide shelter for reef fish, octopus, sea stars, and colorful nudibranchs. Hinchinbrook Island boasts cloud-covered mountains, wetlands, waterfalls. Its mangrove fringing is a haven for turtles, dugongs, and other marine species. At Heron Island, you can spy rays and reef sharks cruising in the shallow waters, and the island is an important bird or turtle rookery. The reef's southernmost island, Lady Elliot, is home to a significant population of manta rays and turtles. Oh, look at the platypus. The Daintree Rainforest is part of the wet tropics of Queensland's World Heritage Area. One of the Earth's oldest ecosystems is home to staggering diversity, from primitive flowering plants to the shy Bennett's tree kangaroo, sugar gliders to the metallic blue Ulysses butterfly. An astonishing 430 species of birds have been recorded here. In the far north is the wilderness of Cape York Peninsula and a chance to spot the strangely named kukas, as well as kangaroos, wallabies, possums, and big saltwater crocodiles. The dingo. Behind Cairns are the Atherton tablelands, rich agricultural land where pockets of rainforest harbor bats, bandicoots, big-eyed frogs. There are tortoises in the crystal clear waters of volcanic lakes and platypus in the streams. Kagari, formerly known as Fraser Island, teems with wildlife from aquatic mammals to rare birds, dingoes, and turtles. The national parks in the southeast of the state feature striking mountain formations, thundering waterfalls, remnants of Gondwana rainforest that contain more frog, snake, bird, and marsupial species than anywhere else in Australia. Dingoes are our native dogs. They are culturally significant to Australia's Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island peoples and are protected species in many of Australia's states and territories. They're naturally cautious, and in most places, sightings are rare. Like many animals, it is possible for dingoes to pose a threat to human safety, in particular if people feed them. Tips. Oh, look at the baby turtles. Humpback whale swim tours from June to October at Kagari and the Sunshine Coast. Dwarf mink whales visit the Great Barrier Reef in June and July. Turtles nest and babies hatch from November to March. Join guided tours in the early morning or late afternoon to quietly spot platypuses. Visit the Atherton tablelands to see the unique Lumholtz tree kangaroo. Spring and early summer in Queensland mark the breeding season for many bird species. And then Queensland is known for its butterfly migrations that happen year-round at different parts of the state. Experiences to go through. You have Mike Ball dive expeditions, specialists operating live aboard scuba diving expeditions to some of the best dive sites on the Great Barrier Reef. Specialist expeditions include turtles of the pristine northern reefs and mink whale interactions. Pacific Whale Foundation Eco Adventure Australia encounters nature lovers and specialists with a mission to protect the oceans through science and advocacy and to inspire environmental stewardship. The company runs ecotours to find humpback whale research. Let's go pause for a moment.
Pacific Whale Foundation is a not-for-profit research, education and conservation company. We head out into the Great Sandy Marine Park, so an area of water called Platypus Bay. It's between Gardy, Fraser Island and the mainland, and it's the area that the whales come into each year for rest and recreation prior to their return journey back down to their feeding grounds in Antarctica. When you're out there experiencing wild animals in their own environment, doing their own thing, it's just a different perspective on nature, and it really brings back that beauty of the world we live in. Most people are surprised by the size of the humpback whales. They're the 5th largest of the great whale, and when you see them up close and personal, right next to the boat looking at you, their size is something that blows your mind. To look at a whale eye to eye at water level from our rib is one of the most extraordinary experiences you can ever have.
Okay. Orpheus Island, nature lovers, a secluded island getaway. Orpheus offers guests snorkeling and diving adventures, as well as the chance to visit the Museum of Underwater Art and Hitchinbrook Island. You have Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. How cute are they? Encounters and nature lovers. Brisbane Miajan's best wildlife encounter includes more than koalas. The sanctuary is home to echidnas. I've never even heard of those, so sorry. Wombats, wallabies, flying foxes, wallabies, and many fascinating Australian birds and reptiles. Spicer's Scenic Rim Trail, nature lovers and specialists hiking the Great Dividing Range through World Heritage listed Gondwana rainforest fosters a deep appreciation for the natural environment and provides opportunities to spot wildlife in its natural habitat. FNQ Nature Tours, nature lovers and specialists. With a firm belief that the tourism is the key to conserving this World Heritage Area, specialist guides host nature and wildlife focused experiences in the Daintree Rainforest and the Atherton Tablelands.
When you're stepping into the rain,
And I'll pause it for just one moment. Dun, 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 dun.
rainforest, for the first time, you have this sense of mystery and not knowing, and that's very exciting. My name's James Botcher. I'm the Managing Director of Far North Queensland Nature Tours. We're based in tropical North Queensland, Australia. A huge highlight on this experience is the Daintree River Cruise. We're going out with Solar Whisper Wildlife Cruises. They have the only solar electric boat on the river, and we're going to go looking for crocodiles, kingfishers, snakes, and that's just the start of the day. We take smaller groups, which means we have a lot more of an opportunity to interact with our guests and help our guests interact with the environment. So it's a chance to really talk to our guests about what's important, the local restaurants that we use. It's all about minimal impact and giving back. Going into the rainforest for the first time at night is a little spooky, but that's what makes it so exciting. So you've got the oldest rainforest in the world by yourself, and the animals are just waking up. Everyone's got a little bit of energy. Everyone's got a bit of like, oh, what's going to happen? We are all about small group, big experience.
Okay. So drag each caption to the corresponding location, all right? So you have the rainforest, Kagari, and the Hitchinbrook Island. How cute. So dugongs and turtles are seen where? Home to the dingoes and one of the Earth's oldest ecosystems. All right, what do you guys think? Boom, 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 boom.
Is it the rainforest is the one of the Earth's oldest ecosystems?
Okay. Where were the dingoes? And the turtles?
I would think turtles would be by the island.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
don't know.
All right, let's try it. That is correct. Yay.
Oh.
All right, you guys got this before we move on, so we don't forget. Just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, now we're going to learn about Victoria. Being reasonably small by Australian standards, Victoria offers the traveler easy access to wildlife and nature. 2-hour drive from Melbourne, Narm, and just before sunset every evening, thousands of little penguins, smallest of all penguins, hurry across the beaches of Phillip Island, heading to their burrows. 3-hour drive from Melbourne, Nam, the Grampians National Park is perfect for hiking. Panoramic views, impressive waterfalls, magpies warble, and hikers might spot a shy Patoro, Dunnart, or Bandicoot. Iconic wildlife is abundant, including the kangaroos, the koalas, and the wallabies. Some of those kangaroos can look pretty vicious, huh, guys? You used to think they're sweet little kangaroos. No way. All right, the Great Ocean Road is well known for its scenery and surf towns, but it's also punctuated by wildlife opportunities. Koalas slumber in the Great Ottawa National Park. Lakes are home to platypus, wild kangaroos bound about the Anglesea Golf Club. Marine adventures include dolphin swims, seal colonies, and whale watching. Tower Hill Wildlife Reserve occupies an extinct volcano at the western end of the Great Ocean Road, and it's a great spot to enjoy spectacular scenery while witnessing Australian wildlife in its natural habitat. So here you have emus, kookaburras, and dolphins. Gippsland, 3 hours east of Melbourne Narm, is another haven for nature lovers. Here, rolling hills, ancient rainforests, magnificent waterfalls, inland waterways, and rugged coastlines, home to abundant wildlife, and volunteers can assist in conservation projects. Even Victoria's high country is only a few-hour drive from Melbourne Narm, and while skiing is the focus during winter, the warmer months are perfect for hiking, wildlife, and bird spotting. So tips for Victoria. Wildflowers decorate the Victorian bush from September to November. Whales are seen from the coast from June to August. Glowworms seen in the rainforests of the Great Ocean Road. Wombats in Victoria are active year-round, but may be more active during cooler months when temperatures are comfortable for these marsupials. Koalas in Victoria have breeding seasons typically occur from September to March. Best time to witness little penguins is during the summer months, December to February. Summer months, you got that? December to February, summer months? Totally opposite ours, right? Victoria is a stopping point for many migratory bird species during their journey, making spring and autumn the ideal times to spot these birds in various wetland areas. Different experiences. Phillip Island Natural Wildlife Park. You got Encounters and Nature Lovers. Unique Conservation Organization operates complimentary ecotourism experiences on Phillip Island. Meet the world's smallest penguins at the famous Penguin Parade. Slow pace a little and say good day to the koalas at the Koala Reserve. Wildlife Wonders, Encounters and Nature Lovers, thriving ecosystem on the Great Ocean Road where Australian animals live freely, and conservation guides host walking tours to spot rarely seen animals. And I'll pause for a minute to let it go.
Wildlife Wonders was created as a not-for-profit social enterprise for the research centre in Cape Otway called the Conservation Ecology Centre. Wildlife Wonders is on the Great Ocean Road, about 5 minutes from Apollo Bay and 2 hours from Melbourne. The experience at Wildlife Wonders is a guided tour, so we take tours through our sanctuary, which is about 30 acres of predator-proof land. You walk through with a conservationist guide, and they explain all the plants and animals and the relationship that they have together. What's special about Wildlife Wonders is there's no enclosures or anything like that. All the animals are living like wild animals, and we're just walking through and observing them in their natural habitat.
All right. How about 12 Apostles Lodge Walk? Nature lovers and specialists focuses on those. Multi-day walk through spectacular nature, traverse cliff tops, beaches, forests, dunes, keeping an eye out for wildlife from Antigenous to whales. See all dolphin swims, encounters, combination of adventure, education, and conservation. See all operate seal and dolphin swimming cruises on beautiful parts of Port Phillip Bay. Anybody swim with the dolphin? Amazing.
So every time we get on the water, it's completely different. We never know what to expect. Some things remain consistent. The animals we see, seals, dolphins, seabirds, all sorts of different types of fish. We're located on the Bellarine Peninsula. It's about an hour and a half from Melbourne, 30-minute drive from Geelong, and a stone's throw from the Great Ocean Road. The experience is really suited to anybody who wants to get in the water. You could be a first-time swimmer, you could be an 80-year-old taking out your grandkids, you could be a 4-year-old who wants to meet these animals face to face. We've really suited it to everybody's needs. We do our best to accommodate. To me, Queenscliff has to be the best marine ecotourism destination here in Victoria. Everybody who comes out with seal dolphin swims is giving back to the environment. We're out here having fun, but we're also supporting marine conservation.
Aww. All right, Wildlife Conservation Education, Royal Mail Hotel. Encounters and nature lovers get acquainted with the biodiversity reserve locals, joining the conservation team at feeding time to encounter native and endemic species, including eastern quolls, fat-tailed dunarts, and more. You have Healesville Wildlife Sanctuary encounters in the Yarra Valley wine region. Walking tracks lead to different habitats where Australian animals are easily spotted. The sanctuary's Wildlife Health Center cares for sick, injured, and orphaned wildlife. Oh, what a cutie pie.
Hillsville Sanctuary is home to many beautiful Australian animals, and we have many experiences here that help our visitors to engage and connect with the wildlife that we have here. Everything we do here is all about conservation for our wildlife out there in the wild. So we fight extinction here, and all of our tours and our programs here, they all are about protecting our wildlife. Our VIP tour actually runs for about an hour and a half, where we do a lot of walking and talking and engaging with our animals. And then it follows up with a 20-minute to 30-minute Spirits of the Sky bird show. Anyone who's thinking about coming to Hillsville Sanctuary, please come. All of it supports our conservation efforts, and we welcome every question and anything you'd like to know about our Australian animals, our iconic Australian animals. They're fascinating, so please come down and check them out.
All right. Activities. So true or false? In Gippsland, travelers can volunteer in conservation projects. True or false? I'll probably say true. That is correct. All right. Northern Territory. All right, so from geologic wonders of the Red Center to the wetlands of the top end, the contrasts within the Northern Territory are quite simply astonishing. In the north, Kakadu National Park encompasses coastline, estuaries, food plains, billabongs, lowlands, and escarpments. It is home to 77 mammal species, 280 bird species, 132 different reptiles, including giant saltwater crocodiles. An extraordinary, beautiful place. Kakadu is inscribed on the World Heritage List for its natural heritage and its cultural significance. Aboriginal Australians have lived here for over 50,000 years. There's your crocodile. The top end wetlands, birdwatchers paradise. Frequent sightings include whistling ducks, magpie geese, jacanas, brolgas, jaburas. Birds of prey patrol the skies, while the woodlands provide habitat for blue-winged kookaburras, red-tailed cockatoos, finches, and more. These same woodlands are home to the beautiful agile wallaby, antelopine wallaroos, sugar gliders, bandicoots, and dingoes, northern quolls, and other fascinating animals. Other northern wildlife regions include Arnhamland, Coorabong Peninsula, and Nittamillook, whatever, National Park, all of which offer wild, impressive landscapes and home to abundant Australian wildlife. Beautiful. This looks like Nevada. The changing color palette of the Red Center's landmark formations are reason enough to visit the heart of the continent. And whilst at first glance, it might appear to be barren, desert is full of life. Biggest kangaroo is found here. Nomadic emus wander, wedge-tailed eagles patrol on high, and thorny devils are intriguing. And there is even a burrowing frog to discover. So here, your thorny devil, the eagle, and the little froggy. All right, tips and tricks. Bird populations congregate on the top end floodplains from April to October. Milky Way and swath of stars light up the clear night skies of the Red Center year-round. Monsoon seasons in the Northern Territory brings heavy rainfall, filling water holes and rivers from November to April. Termite mounds are a fascinating sight and are visible year-round, but more noticeably in the dry season. The mangrove ecosystems in the top end provide habitat for numerous bird species, mud skippers, and fish. You have Lord's, Kakadu, and Arnhamland safaris. It's for nature lovers and specialists. Specialist guiding team hosts multi-day safaris across the top end. Connection with the land, indigenous communities enables access to cultural significant sites and unpopulated landscapes. Just let it move up a little.
Born and bred in Kakadu, with my father owning a buffalo station. For me, it's in my blood.
All right, come on.
The most important thing for me is to show people what I love. There's more to life than what they're living in. Bringing the bush and the animals to life and get to understand what the environment's about. Unless you bring them to life, you're not a good guy. You feel one with nature instead of sitting around a hotel where they don't have the opportunity to experience the surround of this bushland, which is so unique. It's just an experience that is disappearing, where people used to go out to the bush, put the fire on and enjoy that experience of being in the bush. Satisfaction is on the expression of the people when they're talking to you and say, that's the best tour I've had. And for me, I've achieved something.
All right, Kakadu Tourism, Nature Lovers, Indigenous owned collection of experiences where you can see some of Australia's most dramatic landscapes and wildlife, awe-inspiring waterfalls, rock pools, and century-old rock art and culture. So beautiful. Wouldn't you like visiting, having your lunch over here? Having this little guy visit you? All right. You have Nitmaluk Tours, Nature Lovers. Choose a fun experience with a canoeing trek. Adventure through the region with a hike to suit, relax, and luxury Cicada Lodge, or see the magnificent area from a helicopter with a range of options available.
The word Nitmaluk is actually two Jawan words put together. Nitmi being the sound of the cicada and luk meaning place or country. The Jawan people are the traditional landowners of this whole area. We want customers to be able to come and explore this beautiful landscape. We want them to be able to learn a lot about the culture. The Jawan culture permeates through all of our tours. There are quite a number of ceremonial sites, there are quite a number of cultural sites. Sharing the Jawan culture is really at the base of everything that we do. Cicada Lodge is our 18-room luxury boutique property. We think that Cicada Lodge is definitely the hidden gem in Catherine, and we're really proud to be able to deliver it here. We're very, very...
Come on. Sorry, guys.
Committed to sharing the national park, and everybody cares and everyone's one big family.
Looks beautiful, huh? Alice Springs Desert Park, encounters for and nature lovers. Discover the desert adaptations of plants and animals, see desert wildlife, explore microhabitats, connect to the land through Aboriginal insights. All right, so you have the Northern Territory. Kakadu travelers might see Agile wallabies, blue-winged kookaburras, dingoes, all the above. Or I say all the above. That is correct. So visiting there, they'll get to see all those cool animals. Congratulations, you now completed part 2. We have one more part to complete our training. Hopefully you guys can stick around and let's finish it up. Again, thanks for staying along with me and letting, getting through this. And then hopefully next week we do our MSc. So I'll get that information sent out today to get everybody ready for next week. All right, so part 3, we're going to finish this up. and hopefully get a certificate and maybe a kangaroo in the mail. All right. Almost there. Crikey. We are almost to the end of our course. Now we've entered the wild, wild west of Australia. Meet some of the world's tiniest marsupials like the numba and the quokka. The coast boasts turquoise waters, endless stretches of sand, friendly dolphins to greet you. When the sun goes down, prepare to be awed by the starry skies. Let's leap into the natural wonders of South Australia, trek the outback of the Flinders Ranges, swim with sea lions on the Airy Peninsula, relax on the sandy beaches of Kangaroo Island, finally explore the capital of the land down under. Canberra might not be all about nature and wildlife, but it's where you'll find nature and wildlife experiences so effortlessly blended with culture and history. Take a hike around Namaji National Park, explore the mosaic of living forests and gardens at the National Arboretum, and discover cute nocturnal animals at Mulligan's Flat Sanctuary. Oh, look at the little guy, wallaby. Western Australia occupies 33% of the land area of Australia and its capital city, Perth, Burlow, is home to 80% of the state's 2.66 million people, leaving enormous expanses of land rich in nature and wildlife opportunities. The Kimberley region in the far north is an ancient landform of rugged ranges with spectacular gorges and pristine sandy beaches that fringe the Indian Ocean. Mighty river systems produce thundering waterfalls. Pockets of lush rainforest can be found. In this vast landscape, wildlife can be hard to spot. Most frequently seen are the wallabies, dingoes, goannas, and saltwater crocodiles. But the lucky might see dunnarts, bilbies, or quolls. Ningaloo Reef is the world's largest fringing coral reef, one of the most profounding biodiverse endangered marine creatures, including dugongs and turtles, as well as seabirds, depending on the reef and coastal ecosystems. The adjacent Cape Range National Park comprises tranquil beaches and magnificent canyons. There is plenty of wildlife here too: rock wallabies, red kangaroos, Euros, as well as 80 species of reptile. Continued on, here we go. Only 30 minutes from ferry from Perth, Burlow to Rottnest Island is known as the home of the quokka, but it is also provides a true immersion in nature and is a perfect place to explore lakes, bird, bush, and white sand beaches. Geologically undisturbed for millions of years, the biodiversity of the Southwest is globally significant. Its flora and fauna evolved uniquely. Almost 80% of its plants are found nowhere else on Earth. And specialist wildlife includes the honey possum, the fungi hunting woolly, and the termite eating numbat. Okay, there's your numbat, your quokka, and your pelican. Tips, look how beautiful that is. Wildflowers bloom in the Southwest from August to November. Whale shark swim tours at Ningaloo Reef from March to July. Humpback whale swim tours, Ningaloo Reef from July to October. Orcas, dolphins, and whales seen from Bremer Bay, January to April. And migratory shorebirds. Roebuck Bay is globally significant site. Naturalist charters, nature lovers and specialists. The waters off Bremer Bay are a marine hotspot. Day tours reveal orcas, dolphins, whale species, sea lions, ocean sunfish, and pelagic birds, and more. Let's take a quick look at this.
The first time seeing a killer whale is unbelievable. It's hard to describe. After 8 years, I still feel it every single tour. It is amazing. G'day, I'm Dundee and I'm the skipper for Naturalist Charters. We're located at the beautiful beachside town of Bremer Bay in Western Australia.
I'd love to go live.
We operate charters at the Bremer Canyon, which is a trench 50 kilometres offshore, to view killer whales in their natural habitat. Our guests will encounter a 8-hour our charter, where we'll have an hour and a half steaming out, and then we'll spend the rest of the day just meandering about with the killer whales and all the other local wildlife out there.
Beautiful.
Okay guys, Orca, 12 o'clock, get everyone up the front. They're 200 metres away. The most exciting part of the tour.
I know. I want to go.
I guess would by far be the first time the orcas poke their heads up out of the water and look at them. I just don't think people believe they can actually see real orca in the wild in Australia.
A little scary though. All right. Exmouth dive and whale sharks Ningalo encounters, nature lovers and specialists. The Ningalo marine adventures include whale shark and humpback whale swim tours, whale watching, scuba diving experiences, as well as sunset cruises.
Ningaloo is so special because it is so remote and untouched. We have endless sunshine and it's just such a wonderful place to get away from the hustle and bustle of all the big cities. Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm the owner of Exmouth Dive and Whale Sharks Ningaloo. We're located in Exmouth on the Ningaloo Reef, which is in the Northwest Cape of Western Australia. Guests can expect to be treated like superstars and they can have the most wonderful day out here on the boat. There's such a wide variety that we see throughout the day. So you start with a morning snorkel and then we go out and swim with the whale sharks. After your whale shark swim, we come back into the lagoon, have a delicious lunch, a relaxing snorkel to finish off your day. We offer the complimentary video and photo package for the guests so they can relax and they don't have to worry about trying to get that perfect shot. This experience is pretty much open to all ages. As long as you're fit and healthy and you love the ocean and you're happy to swim, it's an awesome adventure.
All right, you have Kimberley Quest. Nature lovers, luxury cruises in the Kimberley provide opportunity to experience the extraordinary fauna, flora, geography, and indigenous heritage history of this most isolated region. All right. Cape to Cape Explorer Tours. Nature lovers hike the Cape to Cape track, the company of expert guides who share their passion for the biodiversity, wildlife, spectacular beauty, and lifestyle of the region. So cool, cool, cool.
My name's Trev and I've got the best job in the world. I'm a guide on the Cape to Cape track. Our Cape to Cape Explorer Tours showcase the Cape to Cape track, a 124-kilometre wilderness hiking trail, bookended by Cape Naturalist Lighthouse and Cape Lewin Lighthouse. Our guests can do the signature experience, the 8-day guided adventure, or they can choose shorter self-guided options to suit their fitness level. The track's just got this incredible diversity from limestone cliffs and granite headlands to towering karri forest, stunning coastal vistas and a whole array of flora, fauna, orchids and wildflowers. Every day on the Cape to Cape brings something different. There's a beautiful swimming hole called the Aquarium, which we love to stop at. It's just such an exhilarating feeling standing at the top of a granite peak and just breathing in the fresh air and taking in the Indian Ocean. Guests love this tour because all they need to carry is a day pack. We sort out all the logistics so they can just really soak up the track, feel connected to the land and just enjoy that headspace.
Right. So match the location with the species. All right, so saltwater crocodiles, where were they at? The dugong and the honey possum. I don't know. Anybody know?
Angelo for the Dungo? Yeah. Yeah, that one.
This one under the Ningalo?
No, yeah, one, yeah, that's right, yep.
How about the crocodiles? Where were they at?
I think it's saltwater.
Or maybe this? Oops. Let's try it. Nope. So these two need to be switched. So this is this one. Oops. Didn't pay attention. There we go. All right, crocodiles is Kimberly, honey possum, Southwest, Dungang, Ningalo. You guys got that? You're almost done. Let's get her done. South Australia, home to some of the planet's oldest landscapes, and these in turn are home to an abundance and variety of unparalleled nature experiences. So you have the Flinders Ranges and Wilpena Pound are 800 million years old, made up of ancient seabeds that have given way to spectacular rock formations, cypress pines, and river red gums. In this landscape, kangaroos, mobs, emus, and colonies of yellow-footed rock wallabies thrive. You have Australia's longest river, the Murray River, ends its 2,500-kilometer journey here via a series of lakes and Karong Lagoon. Rich in Aboriginal history and cultural heritage, this 130-million-year-old river is home to hundreds of species of fish, birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and insects. Kangaroo Island, iconic, remarkable rocks have been pounded by wind and surf over 500 million years. Separated from continental Australia for over 10,000 years, the island is home to species rarely seen on the mainland. Tamar, wallabies, kangaroos, echidnas, and koalas introduced to the island in 1920 as a safeguard population are frequently seen here. Again, I've never even heard of that. It looks like a porcupine. All right, the Eyre Peninsula also offers excellent land-based wildlife viewing, and both Kangaroo Island and the Eyre Peninsula have wonderfully diverse marine environments, from the beautiful blue gropers to the ornate leafy sea dragons. There are giant cuttlefish, seals, and sea lions, dolphins and whales, as well as ocean roaming sharks. Where nature abounds and people are few, the day ends with an inky black night, star-studded sky. Enthusiasts should include Arkarula Observatory or the River Murray International Dark Sky Reserve. Tips. You have the great white shark cage dives, possibly year-round. Echnadas form love trains from June to August. Giant cuttlefish gather along the coast from May to August. Fossils from 550 million years ago are found in Flinders Ranges, and sea lion dolphin swim tours at Port Lincoln and Baird Bay from September and May. You have Murray Trails, nature lovers exploring the Australia longest river spots, koalas, possums, kangaroos, and 180 bird species.
One of the best ways to describe the Riverland is that it's the outback, with Australia's greatest river running right through the middle of it, creating an oasis. So for me, starting Murray River Trails was about helping people to discover the magic of the Murray River. What our guests love most is meeting our guides. They're passionate, knowledgeable, and care about them, as well as sharing the magic of this landscape. So some of the unique experiences that we offer on any one of our tours include guided walking, guided kayaking through the backwaters, yoga on the top deck, hot spa, the bird watching that we do with our guides is
All right, come on.
truly spectacular. There is always something to see and to do and appreciate. The houseboat experience is very, very special because you're completely immersed in the river environment. It's quiet, peaceful, not crowded. I just love it.
I'd be kind of scared to jump in there, huh? The crocodiles. All right, Arkaba Conservation, nature lovers, specialists, expert field guides interpret the ancient rocks and abundant wildlife of the Flinders Ranges. Guests contribute to the ongoing rewilding program that has seen the return of prolific wildlife. Australian coastal safaris, nature lovers, get up close and personal with the fearsome great white, play with the sea lions, get eye to eye with the koalas, see birds and other wildlife in their natural habitat. moving, move it, move it.
I'm born and
Definitely
bred
wanna
here on
go
the
on
Eyre
a
Peninsula, just
safari.
like the rest of my guides, and this is an authentic, off-the-beaten-track Australian experience. So on our hunt and gather seafood safari, we start the day off by getting our toes and our fingers into the water. We're raking up for some beautiful Cockle Bay cockles. Just up the road from Cockling, we're going to take you.
Okay, come on.
Road from Cockling, we're going to take you to one of my favourite destinations. I'm going to don on a wetsuit, I'm going to jump in the
I'll go
water,
play with the great
we're going to
whites
hunt
with
for
ya.
one of the
I'm not
prized
afraid.
shellfish, the abalone.
It's like YOLO, right? You only live once.
So that's lunch sorted, fresh out of the ocean, you will not taste any better. After lunch, we're off on a massive big four-wheel drive adventure where we are then getting the rods out and casting for those big fighting Australian salmon. It is a big day, but it's not complete without a happy hour of local goodies overlooking the magnificent Great Australian Bight as the sun goes down. It is a beautiful thing.
All right, how about exceptional Kangaroo Island? Encounters, nature lovers, and specialists hosted tours focus on the island's many natural highlights, including wildlife in the wild.
Through the eyes of the exceptional Kangaroo Island crew, Kangaroo Island offers good food, good wine, wildlife in the wild.
Again, have you seen some of those crazy kangaroos like on Instagram and Facebook where you pound it on the
Travel is really about storytelling, and that's our job. We're the storytellers, and we really want to give people a whole lot of experiences they wouldn't get if they're on their own. The people who come to us to travel and want a guided experience, they really want to get behind the scenes. It might be a couple, it might be a group of friends traveling together, or a family. There's so many different ways that you can explore the landscape. We've got four-wheel drive tours so people can jump in our vehicles and go out exploring with a guide. We can do that on e-bikes, and we also do walking trips. What we've done is pick the very best in the landscape, whether that's private property or park, coastal or inland, or along the cliff tops. There are so many different places which we can explore. People really enjoy that sense of being the only ones on the island.
All right. So koalas are native to Kangaroo Island. True or false? All right. Thank you, Carol. So they are native. They were introduced in 1920. Very good. She's paying attention here. All right, the Capital Territory. In Canberra, kangaroos really do hop down the main street. Well, almost. They graze on the lawns and in parks across the nation's capital city. Despite Canberra being primarily a city, there are many locations of natural beauty and some experiences of our natural world to be enjoyed. Tidbinbilla Nature Reserve, home to koalas, kangaroos, reptiles, even the exclusive platypus, 24 marked hiking and biking trails, as well as nature discovery playground for children. Namaji National Park is a bushwalker's delight in the grassy plains, snow gum woodlands, and subalpine meadows. Wombats, wallabies, gliders, and lyrebirds are often seen. Okay, almost done, guys. All right. National Arboretum is a mosaic of living forests and gardens with over 44,000 rare and endangered trees. It is a place of beauty, conservation, scientific research, education, tourism, and recreation. In Jarabambera, wetlands are an important sanctuary for local birds, as well as bird species migrating from the Northern Hemisphere, and over 200 bird species has been recorded here. Mulligan's Flat Sanctuary, grassy woodland area managed for conservation. Twilight and nocturnal tours provide the best chance to see bedhogs, foals, echidnas, dunarts, and more. Okay, territory tips. There you go, little guy. In winter, you can experience occasional snowfall through Brindabella Ranges. Orchid enthusiasts can search for native orchids in the surrounding bushland during the cooler months. Even with Canberra's urban gardens, you can spot wildlife such as possums, kookaburras, and various insects throughout the year. So you have Canberra guided tour, encounters, nature lovers and specialists. Passionate local guides host tours that can be tailored to suit the guest's interests. I love this.
My name's Neil Hermes and I'm the owner-operator of Canberra Guided Tours, which is a company that takes people around the highlights of Canberra. We pick people up at the hotels around Canberra, and then it's a short drive out to the NASA Deep Space Complex, where there's a fabulous opportunity to learn a little bit about Australia's connection with the Apollo missions and the landing on the moon by Neil Armstrong. We then go on to the nature reserve to experience the full gamut of wildlife experiences that the Australian bush can offer. So the animals that we're likely to see on a trip out to Tippemilla Nature Reserve includes grey kangaroos. We then will see koalas and platypus, a whole range of different species of birds, black cockatoos, satin bowerbirds, and a whole range of rosellas, as well as many others. It is a trip that does have something for everybody.
All right, Mulligan's Flat Woodland Sanctuary for encounters and nature lovers. Treat your clients to an unforgettable experience. Guided tour to explore a critically endangered ecosystem with the Wild Bark Ranger.
The researchers out here, the ecologists, saw a need to educate the public on the really important ecological work going right on the nation's doorstep. We've been working with the Ngunnawal community to try and help people gain a better connection to country. Mulligan's Flat is open to the public 24/7. All you need to bring is a sense of curiosity and just be prepared for a nice long walk out into the woods. There's no better feeling than coming out to the sanctuary. So you can come here, just go for a bike ride, go for a bushwalk, it's beautiful. And if you'd like a guide to take you around, you can definitely book on our website. We'll come out on twilight tours to see animals that have been eradicated from the environment for over a century. Eastern bettongs, eastern quolls, bushstone curlews, and to be able to see these animals being brought back from the brink of extinction definitely fills you with hope for the future.
All right, National Arboretum. Nature lovers, surround yourself with some of Canberra's best panoramic views, over 94 forests, stunning architecture, themed landscaped gardens. Explore the village center and the monoculture forest. Learn about conservation and the environment.
We have so much on offer here at the National Arboretum Canberra. It's over 250 hectares. We have over 44,000 trees within 94 different singular forests. It's just 6 kilometres outside of the city. At the core of the different NALA tours and workshops that we offer here is really a focus on sustainability, on caring for country and on land management. And I love engaging with the public to teach them that cultural knowledge and that background. The curatorium really engages with local artists and businesses to stock their shelves. Ginger Catering also has a very similar mindset in that the food produce is all local. Families come and fly their kites on our hills here. We have 20 kilometres of tracks and trails, the Pod Playground, and we also have the National Bonsai and Painting Collection. I genuinely love the emphasis on culture here. There is a genuine respect and you can feel it when you're on site.
Beautiful, beautiful, huh? All right, the National Arboretum is located in Australian Capital Territory, place for education and conservation, home to 44,000 rare and endangered trees. About all the above. All the above? There we go. That is correct. Okay, so our responsibility, what is our responsibility? Well, sadly, we must know that much of Australia's flora and fauna is threatened by climate change, habit destruction, and competition with feral species. When conducted ethically, nature and wildlife tourism can help turn the tide on these threats. Wildlife tourism helps fund sanctuaries, conservation, rewilding projects, and related research. It creates employment and brings tourism dollars into remote regions. Wildlife encounters are engaging and personally rewarding. This often leads the traveler to better appreciate the natural wonder and want to protect it. It can aid ecosystem monitoring. For example, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority's Eye on Reef program collects data from tourists and operators. Across the many wildlife wilderness tour operators in Australia, you will find some are members of Australian citizen science associations. This organization enables travelers to contribute scientific data in relation to the natural world and share it with field experts and scientists to achieve conservation goals. Sustainability and citizen science. So in planning wildlife and nature experiences for travelers, it is important to choose tour operators that ensure interactions are safe and respectful of the wildlife and the environment. All wildlife keepers should have appropriate training. Interactions should not disrupt natural behavior such as foraging. If in captivity, is the wildlife living in a natural setting, and is the wildlife free to engage or disengage with human presence? Visitors should keep a respectful distance from wildlife, and companies taking travelers into remote, pristine areas must ensure the disposal and/or removal of all waste is correctly managed. All right, there you have it, mates. From the tropical wonders of Queensland to the wild adventures of Western Australia and the cultural blend of Canberra in the Australian Capital Territory, the pristine wilderness of Tasmania, the outback magic of the Northern Territory, the natural beauty of South Australia, coastal splendors of New South Wales, and the vibrant landscapes of Victoria. Our land down under is a treasure trove of natural beauty and unique experiences. Each state and territory in Australia offers its own distinct charm, rich tapestry, nature, wildlife, culture. Whether you're exploring the bustling cities, venturing the vast outback, or simply relaxing on pristine beaches, something here for everyone. So until next time, encourage your clients to get out there, explore, make unforgettable memories across the land I proudly call home, Australia. Come and say good day. Congratulations. You have now completed part 3, tools. You're going to have access to Australian Wildlife Journeys, Australian Citizen Science Association, Atlas of Living Australia, the training, natural wildlife itineraries, sustainable training course, wildlife training course, and you got your badge. So I'm just going to click here because this is, I think, things you can kind of click on for different itineraries and stuff, guys. So again, share this. You guys can take like samples and stuff, post certificates if we get our certificate. So again, congratulations, everybody, on completing your course. We will move on. I think there's, let's see really quick, because there was the quiz, but I don't know if we have to take that separate. So let's see. So we earn the reward here. Okay. So anybody knows? So let's go back here to browse courses. I know there was a specific quiz on there. Okay. Show all. So it's pretty interesting, huh, guys? Thought it was and again, I'm going to go ahead and add this, to our courses for next month, so we can get in and complete these. So right here, let's see if this is it. Oh no, Eric, I'm sorry. All right, so let's see. This is the quiz. So let's see if it's separate from what we did. All right. Maybe a number of questions. 1. Okay, everybody here? Get to the 1 question so we can all pass. Okay. Okay. We know you're ready. Let's get started. What suggestions would would you make to a client who wants to plan a vacation around Australia's nature and wildlife experience? Oh. All right. Suggestions would you make to a client who wants to plan a vacation? I don't know, contact your travel agent. Let's just see. There you go. I submitted it. All right. So again, guys, congratulations. I don't know what this means, add to the plan. I don't know what that means, but so we'll go ahead and add this to our next next month's program. Okay, so we can finish Australia. As you see, there's tons and tons of stuff in here. So here we got an overdue thing, quiz in progress. So we'll get these added. Looks like we've done a few. So does anybody know, did we get a certificate provided to us? Let's put 10. Great info. I'll put anybody know? I think I have this under my boyfriend's account, so I can't check his email. All right, rewards, badges. So I think we get badges versus certificates. So 50 points, completed earnings, rewards. Okay. So here's ones we've done in progress. This one's past due. In progress. I'm sure you can, probably. So here, what's this?
Okay. My quiz says in progress.
Yeah.
And I just did what you did.
Okay.
I don't understand.
It may again.
Oh, terms. It says terms and conditions were not evaluated. We have to launch that.
Okay. There's your badge. So there's your badge you can add to your thing. And where's the terms and conditions? Okay, there it shows I've completed it now. All right, and there now view all your rewards. Okay. There it's showing now that I've earned it.
Yeah, I was going to say the terms and conditions just tells you what one of the 5 prizes you can win.
Got it. And where is the terms and conditions, on the front page or what?
It's right below where it says you completed it a minute ago. It's right below that.
Okay. If for any reason you didn't get signed in, again, guys, I would, contact them. I would, again, check your emails. You can go to maybe, message center or contact them. A lot of times it's been in your, sometimes, if you didn't get an email or something, you can still sign in. So again, try that. Otherwise, click here to support, contact them, tell them, you tried registering and for some reason it wouldn't let you in. But do it so you can join us next month, okay? Again, MSC, if you haven't completed the supplier request form. Make sure you do that. So you can join us next week. Let's see if it popped up yet. Also, tomorrow we are doing Scotland. So if you guys want to join me for Scotland tomorrow. All right, still don't have permission, so it looks like it may take about 24 hours. So again, I'll send an update on how to make sure you're in MSC so we can all do the training next Friday. And then tomorrow, Scotland. So same time, same place. The link for Scotland right here. I don't know if she has it updated here. Let's see. Yes, Scotland right here. Copy. And then I'll be posting it also. And then just so you guys know, in Facebook under this group right here, under featured, it does have our list of the trainings that we're doing. So right here, and if you click here, right here, Scotland. So it's right there also. So if you ever you want to register for Greece, right here, MSC, Wales, okay, Central Europe, they're all right here. They're also here on the flyer. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Thank you so much. I'll see some of you tomorrow for Scotland. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you for putting up with the technical difficulties, but we got through it. Again, congratulations. And let's book Australia, right? All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Yes, thank you.